get enough of that. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you. That's very nice. Thanks for being here and for braving the elements to be with us. It was a very wet day today. There was a tornado warning this morning. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a tornado, Guillermo?
Not in person, only on TV.
Only on TV?
Yeah.
We have to be careful. You could get carried off, you know?
No, I'm too heavy.
I don't know. We got a month's worth of rain today in one day, but I will say no amount of rain could possibly dampen the tremendous amount of love that is in the air right now. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. So much love.
We had a sighting off the coast of Santa Barbara. I don't know if you've seen this, but Katy Perry, the pop music superstar, was spotted smooching the former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. There they are, making oot openly. Trudeau is shirtless, wearing jeans, which is an outfit from the RFK Jr. collection. And man, oh man, what a couple. I've been wondering how Canada was going to exact their revenge for the tariffs, and this is it. They're taking our women. They're not just taking our women, they're taking our astronauts. I don't know why people aren't paying more attention to this. It'd be like if George Bush started dating Charlie XCX, you know? We are now on day 14 of Trump's government shutdown. Somewhere around 1.4 million federal workers have been furloughed. They are not getting paid while Trump buys time to eat the rest of those Epstein files. Even though the IRS is mostly closed, the tax deadline for tomorrow is still in effect. Tomorrow is the tax deadline. Doesn't it feel like the government isn't providing services? You shouldn't have to send the money to them? I mean, you don't pay at Arby's if they run out of the meats, right? Just write that on your... You know what? Write that on your return and tell them I said it was okay. Republicans are dead set on eliminating health care subsidies, which would cause premiums to skyrocket, leave millions of Americans without insurance at a time when we need health care more than ever. According to the World Health Organization, antibiotic-resistant superbugs are on the rise. Superbugs are the world's most dangerous bacteria that also sound like the name of a show on Disney+. They're also called nightmare bacteria. You know, sometimes we get so fixated on Trump, we forget there are other disgusting creatures hell-bent on bringing about the end of the world out there. But our president, Metamucil World Peace, is having a pretty good week, or he was anyway. Yesterday, Trump had what was easily the most presidential day of his life. He was front and center on the world stage signing a ceasefire in the Middle East, and then he got home, he started going through the internet, and he just couldn't help himself. Trump made the cover of Time magazine, which he usually loves. You know, before he was president, he had fake Time magazine covers hanging on the walls of his golf club, for real. But this one, I guess, conjured up some mixed feelings because of the photo they used. It's upset him so much that at 1:36 a.m. he posted, Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one, really weird. Now, I want to go back to that cover and show you this crown. Okay, that's not a crown, that's the letter M. Only he would see an M on his head and assume it's a crown. If that's not an M, you're on the cover of Tie magazine, okay? Finally being honored for wearing that tie down to your knees. Every morning is a game of who am I mad at today? Is it the Cracker Barrel logo? Is it windmills? Is it Bad Bunny? Is it the Nobel Prize? Or is it the turkey vagina slapping around over my chin? I'm not sure we're even allowed to show his neck on TV. Wouldn't it be funny if the FCC fined us for showing his neck on TV? Trump went on, I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? It's like he's a TikTok influencer yelling at her boyfriend for not knowing her angles. The photographer for Time could not be reached for comment. He is currently en route to El Salvador, but poor Kim Jong-un, his big day is ruined, and I'll tell you what, if he doesn't like the cover photo, wait till he sees the back of the magazine. I don't know how he's gonna spank himself with that. It really is remarkable what a big, fragile baby this man is. He has the whole government shut down. The House of Representatives has been closed for business for no good reason for 24 days. And this is what Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is worried about.
I'm going to make an announcement today. It's the announcement in the U.S. that was made in the Knesset yesterday. I'm proud to tell you that together with my friend Speaker Ohana of the Israeli Knesset, the equivalent of our Congress, we're going to embark upon a project together to rally speakers and presidents of parliaments around the world so that we will jointly nominate President Donald J. Trump for next year's Nobel Peace Prize. No one has ever deserved that prize more.
That's right. No one has ever deserved it more. Eat it, Mother Teresa. No one has ever deserved this. I'm so embarrassed for these people. But this is a positive. The Pentagon has been trying to require news outlets to sign a document saying they will only publish information that has been approved by them, which is not how journalism works outside of North Korea. You know, in North Korea, the government decides what the information that the media can release, and everyone there thinks Kim Jong-un can fly. Unfortunately for the regime we are under, even Fox News refused to sign it. Even Newsmax says he won't sign it. Newsmax is the network that makes Fox look like PBS, will not sign this document, which is obviously a blow to former Fox Newser Pete Hegseth and White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. Oh, by the way, Karoline Leavitt on Air Force One yesterday, not only did Trump decide to poll the reporters on whether or not she should be allowed to keep her job, he took a little tour through Creepy Town, too.
How's Caroline doing? Is she doing good?
Maybe.
Should Caroline be replaced?
No. That's up to you, sir.
It'll never happen.
Nobody wants to say
I said she does a great job.
Thank you.
Do you want to elaborate on the media?
Katie, and those lips, they move like a machine gun, right?
I mean, does the White House have HR? Because he's openly musing about this woman's lips that are like a machine gun. I feel like if I live to be 1,000 years old, I won't ever see anything as weird as this man running a country. Again, this is a hot mic situation from the ceasefire ceremony in Egypt yesterday. Listen in as the president of Indonesia hits Trump up for an in with his kids.
Can you meet Eric? Yeah, he's such a good boy. Yeah.
It's the first time anyone has ever asked to meet Eric. It's exciting. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's 41 years old. I mean, these people need a dog very badly if he's... Eric, though, must be over the moon. I mean, of all the Trump children, the president of Indonesia wants to meet him. Whichever one of your kids wants to make a big bag of rupiah, have them give me a call. Today's a big day for Eric. They released his new book, The Shart of the Deal. You've heard? No? It's called Under Siege, which is not in any way related to the Steven Seagal movie Under Siege, except for they both suck. They say you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but let's do this one just for fun, okay? There's Eric with his dad out front of the White House, hoping to one day get invited inside. Trump wrote the foreword for the book. He said Eric is a winner at everything he sets his mind to. And let's make something very clear. Some of you may think Eric is some kind of chinless Nepo baby who was handed everything on a silver platter and wouldn't even be writing a book if his dad wasn't president, but that would be incorrect. Eric is his own man, and his success has nothing to do with his father at all. He barely even mentions his father.
I was in the room when my father solved that deal. That was what my father did so well. Everything else my father's doing. And then they impeached my father the first time, and then they impeached my father the second time, and then they took my father off the ballot in Colorado. Jack Smith wanted my father in a jail cell. Not just my father's tax returns. My father is throwing so much lead into the air right now. I'm in the car with my father, the office of my father. I've never been more proud of somebody in my life as I am my father.
That's right. And I'm sure that if your father ever read this book, which he will not, he would be equally proud of you, oh chosen one.
You look at a day like today, it's so ironic that on the day that my book goes to #1 in every category, it happens to be the day that we get Middle East peace. Maybe that's divine intervention. Maybe it's I think probably beyond coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure the Lord tied all those things together. He's like, you know what? Your dad did a great job. I'm going to reward you with a #1 bestseller. He does not understand the word ironic, but he's not wrong. The book is #1 in a number of categories on Amazon. It is #1 in books by bedwetters, gifts for the illiterate, and #1 in Daddy. Look, I wrote a book. Dad, Daddy, over here. It's me. And not only is Eric's hardcover best-selling book, the audio book is doing very well, too.
My father is smart. He explained the world to me. My father, Donald Trump. Like one time in Little League, we lost real bad. And my father, Donald Trump, looked at me and said, "Derek, you're a loser. Find your own way home." It was a great lesson. And then on the day I got married, I was really scared. But my father, Donald Trump, told me I only came for the cake. Your wife is a 4. That taught me the value of cake. And that there's a #4. Now I'm all grown up and I have my own interests. And that's what the rest of this book is about. Chapter 2, Gum.
All right, I really like